Welcome to ZoomInData. Today we're diving into one of the most in-demand skills in the Microsoft world, Power Apps. If you're preparing for a job interview, or planning to switch your career into Power Platform, this video will be extremely helpful. In this session, I will be covering the top Power Apps interview questions along with clear, easy-to-understand answers. Whether you're a beginner learning Power Apps for the first time, or an experienced developer revising core concepts, this video will help you strengthen your fundamentals from the ground up. So let's get started with the first question. 1. Why is Application Lifecycle Management, ALM, important in Power Apps? ALM helps manage the entire life of an app, starting from development, moving through testing, and finally into production. Without ALM, changes are often made directly in production, which is risky. It ensures that new features, bug fixes, and enhancements are introduced in a controlled and predictable way instead of causing unexpected issues for users. ALM also supports teamwork, because multiple developers can work on the same solution without overwriting each other's changes. In enterprise environments, ALM is critical to maintain stability, reliability, and trust in Power Apps. 2. What problems occur when ALM practices are not followed in Power Apps? Changes are often done directly in production, which can break working functionality for users. There is no clear version history, making it difficult to roll back when something goes wrong. Testing is skipped or rushed, increasing the number of production issues. Over time, apps become unstable, hard to maintain, and risky to enhance. 3. How do solutions help manage Power Apps lifecycle? Solutions act as containers that group apps, flows, tables, and other components together in a structured way. They make it easier to move apps between environments, such as dev, test, and prod, without missing dependencies. Solutions help track ownership, versions, and dependencies, which improves control. Using solutions is the foundation of proper ALM in Power Apps. 4. What is the difference between unmanaged and managed solutions? Unmanaged solutions are used during development because they allow full editing and customization. Managed solutions are used in production to lock down changes and prevent accidental edits. Managed solutions protect production environments by allowing only controlled updates. This separation ensures stability while still allowing continuous improvement. Example: developers build apps using unmanaged solutions in dev, then deploy managed solutions to prod. 5. Why is separating dev, test, and prod environments critical? Separation ensures that experimental or unfinished changes do not impact real users. Testing teams can validate functionality without affecting live data. Production remains stable even when development is ongoing. This structure reduces business risk significantly. 6. How do solutions manage dependencies in Power Apps? Solutions track dependencies between apps, flows, tables, and connectors automatically. This ensures that all required components are included during deployment. Missing dependencies are identified early, preventing runtime failures. Dependency management is especially important in large, complex apps. 7. What challenges arise when moving apps manually between environments? Manual migration increases the risk of missing components or configurations. Environment-specific values can be incorrectly copied. Errors are harder to trace and fix. Manual processes do not scale well in enterprise environments. 8. How do environment variables improve ALM? Environment variables allow configuration values to change between environments without changing app logic. They prevent hard-coding of URLs, email IDs, or system-specific values. This makes deployments faster, safer, and more consistent. Environment variables greatly reduce post-deployment issues. Example: different email recipients are used automatically in dev and prod without code changes. 9. What role does versioning play in Power Apps ARM? Versioning allows teams to track changes over time. If a new version introduces issues, teams can roll back to a previous stable version. Version history helps during audits and troubleshooting. It supports safer experimentation and continuous improvement. 10. How does ARM reduce production incidents? Changes are tested thoroughly before reaching users. Issues are identified early in lower environments. Production deployments become predictable and controlled. This improves user confidence and system reliability. 11. What challenges arise when multiple developers work on the same Power App? Changes can overwrite each other if not coordinated properly. Without solutions, tracking who changed what becomes difficult. Testing becomes inconsistent. Proper ARM practices reduce these risks significantly. 12. Why is testing an essential part of ARM? Testing ensures that new changes do not break existing functionality. It validates business requirements before release. Performance and security issues are detected early. Skipping testing increases production failures. 13. How does user acceptance testing, UAT, fit into ARM? UAT allows business users to validate the app before production release. It ensures the app meets real business needs, not just technical requirements. Feedback from UAT improves quality and usability. UAT acts as the final safety checkpoint. 14. How does ARM support rollback and recovery? Previous versions are preserved, allowing rollback if issues occur. Managed solutions support controlled upgrades and reversions. Rollback reduces downtime and business impact. This is critical for business-critical apps. 15. What role does documentation play in ARM? Documentation explains app purpose, logic, and dependencies. It helps new team members understand the app quickly. Supports audits, troubleshooting, and long-term maintenance. Reduces dependency on individual developers. 16. How do solution publishers help in ARM? Publishers define a unique prefix for components. This avoids naming conflicts across environments and teams. Makes it easier to identify ownership. Improves clarity in large implementations. 17. What challenges arise during solution import failures? Missing dependencies can block deployment. Environment configuration mismatches cause errors. Debugging becomes time-consuming. Proper ARM planning reduces such failures. 18. How does ARM support compliance and audits? Controlled deployments create clear change history. Version tracking supports audit requirements. Documentation and logs provide evidence of controls. Compliance risks are reduced significantly. 19. What risks exist when hot fixes are applied directly in production? Fixes may introduce new issues. No testing increases instability. Changes may be forgotten or undocumented. Over time, production becomes unreliable. 20. How does ARM improve long-term maintainability? Structured solutions keep apps organized. Clear environments reduce confusion. Documentation and versioning support future enhancements. Maintenance effort reduces over time. 21. How does ARM support large enterprise deployments? Multiple teams can work independently. Deployments are predictable and repeatable. Governance policies are easier to enforce. Scaling becomes manageable. 22. What mistakes do teams make while implementing ARM in Power Apps? Not using solutions from the beginning. Skipping environment separation. Ignoring documentation. Treating Power Apps like small personal tools. 23. How does ARM align Power Apps with IT standards? ARM brings Power Apps closer to traditional SDLC practices. IT teams gain confidence in platform stability. Business innovation continues without compromising control. This alignment is critical in enterprises. 24. How does ARM help during ownership or team changes? Documentation and solutions ensure continuity. New owners can understand app structure quickly. Risk of knowledge loss is minimized. Business operations continue smoothly. 25. Why is ARM considered mandatory for enterprise Power Apps? Enterprise apps impact many users and processes. Failures have higher business impact. ARM ensures reliability, security, and scalability. Without ARM, enterprise Power Apps cannot be sustained. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, checkmark like, checkmark share, checkmark subscribe. ZoomInData. More Power Apps interview and tutorial videos coming soon. Stay connected and keep learning.